Okay, this is how I make mask bases. So first up, your materials. I have them listed out, but you just use paper mask, a felt fleece, some scissors, hot glue, material for lining, jewelry wire, and I specifically use cardstock paper. Okay, now, if you're making multiple masks, I recommend you labeling them, and we just want to cut the ears off till you get like a ton of ear holes and maybe a collection of ears. Um, yeah, and then you just want to take your mask and trace out your ear hole. I like to make a rectangle around that, cut that out for however many ear holes you have. I didn't think I'd be saying ear holes this much on a Friday. This is great. Anyways, just glue it on either the top or underneath. It doesn't really matter. You can also like glue two, but I just glue one. And you want that to hang over the mask. You don't want it to be too small because you're gonna come back and you're gonna trim it up. You're gonna give your mask a forehead. Gonna make it look like a forehead instead of a square. I don't know. Okay, the next bit is split into 4 sections, and I have timestamps in the description that you can just skip to. Super easy for my bunnies. I just trace out ears. I don't change the snout. Now for the cat, I cut a sliver out of the mask base just to make it more cat-like. And then I trace out some ears, which is all preference based, so go wild. Here's what mine looks like. Now for the long snout, I just trace out some ears first, and these are bigger than my cat mask ears. And then we're going to start on the snout. I just need to measure out how wide my base is. So I do that, and I just extend that to the length that I want it. Now for the middle of your snout, that's going to be the length between where you want your eyes, so just use your cat mask as reference, and you should get a shape like this. Just I put it in the middle and cut it out so everything's all even. Now here's what it should look like. It's 5 by 7 roughly. Now I'm just tracing out what my mask shape is like so I can cut a sliver into that bottom section there. That way it just fits on the mask a little bit better when you go to glue it. Make sure that you're not cutting that top part. You want that to be able to go in between your eyes. Now this is all trial and error. It took me like 3 times to get the snout size and shape that I wanted. Just don't stress about it. It's chill. It's cool. Now we need to modify the base again. Just cut out the very top section of your mask's snout. You still want to be able to have those sides so you can glue it, and just glue it only on the sides, not the top part of the nose. It's kind of hard to explain, but just think of it like you're extending what your mask base already is, so it should just like all look cohesive. Now just gluing down those front pieces, making sure everything lines up, and then you can glue down that top part where the nose is. Just glue that down so it just secures everything in place. Now lastly, this is where we glue down the top part of the snout, and if it covers the eyes, that's fine. Just fold it or cut it, like a sliver of it. You might need to trim it down a bit so it fits well. Now you need to cut some strips out of cardstock. You need at least 2 per snout, and this is just to give it stability so it doesn't crunch and fold. You want one on the top right here and fold it underneath, and then you're going to take one to the front and you're just going to put that around the snout. That way your snout just doesn't completely crush. The medium mask is just a mix between my cat and long snout. I used the cat ears, and then for the snout, I take my long snout template and I just make that shorter. If you don't have the long snout template because you like skipped here, just make this funky little shape. Just make it a bit shorter. Now you're going to cut off just the front piece of your mask snout. You still want that part that sticks out so you can glue on your snout. Just glue the sides, not the middle yet. You're going to think about it like you're extending your mask down. Now to glue the front pieces together, and my top part fell off, but that's fine. That's fine. Just kind of make sure everything lines up. That's all that matters, and glue that down. Now we glue that top piece down, and if that gets in the way of like the eyes or anything, that's fine. You're just gonna fold that around the eyes or just trim it. Either one doesn't matter. Now you're gonna take at least 2 strips of long cardstock, and you're gonna want one that goes over top here, put that on top and go around, and then you're gonna want one in the front that goes from the front to the back around. And if you want extras, you can. I did a few extras because I didn't really care for the shape of my nose, the way it looks. I thought it was like kind of crinkled. And I also thought the stability was a little weird. So here's me like putting on those extra bits. Again, just at least 2. And this was my final shape, what I got. Okay, so you made it to the fleecing or felting, all preference. You want to make sure you trace out a square around your mask base. Make sure this is on the side that you don't want painted. Now you're going to trace out your ears. Make sure you have a little bit of a gap for some glue, and you're going to want 2 per ear. So you should have 4 pieces of felt or fleece and 2 pieces of paper. Now grab your wire. You're just going to bend this around your ear on the outer edge and glue that down. You want extra wire to be sticking out at the bottom. That's how you're going to secure it to the mask. After you get that done, you're just going to grab some glue, put that all over your piece of paper, glue it down in the felt. There should be that little gap that you made earlier, and you're going to put glue on all of that. Even the gap, and just cut that out. That way there's, it just all seals together. Then you can go back, put some glue in these holes, and mush it down. And then any excess glue, just cut that off. Now to felt or fleece your mask bases. I usually just start from the middle and work my way around. That's what I find easier, but it's all preference. Just cut the excess, trim it, and cut it down. Man, I did this like really fast. I don't know why I did that. Anyways, so you have your fleece all down. Now you're going to grab your ears and a marker. You want to place that first bit down and use some kind of tool or the wire itself. Make a hole for it and thread your wire through. You're going to do this for both sides. I like to make a quick secure, nothing too fancy while I'm doing this so they don't fall out. Then for the real secure, I make like a circle or a zigzag shape in the back. Get some paper, and I just glue that on top of the wires, making sure the ears are very tight. This is how it looks with just that being glued down. So I normally go in with some more glue, and I'm going to glue that bottom part of the ear down to the felt. And this is like the difference that's not, and that is with glue. And now we gotta line it. So just like felting, I usually start from the middle and then I work my way outwards with the felt, or not felt, with the fabric. Honestly, the lining is less intimidating than the felting. Then cut the edges and you should be left with this. You want to cut out some eye holes. I like to get in between the eyes, like the lining and the felt. So I just trimmed that. So you still have that felt, and then you just slit the felt and glue that down on top of the lining in the back. It should look a little bit like this. You can stop here, but I like to go a step further because I sell these. I cut out some strips of felt and put that around the eyeball. If you're doing this, I suggest you put in the mesh first so it's more comfortable for you. And now that you're all done, you should be left with a mask that's just ready to paint. I hope you liked the video, and I guess I'll be making another tutorial next year.